Your higher self is with you literally all the time. All the time, they are telling you what to do, which actions to take to bring you into those higher timelines. The only problem is you don't know which language they speak. It's not like you can just hear their voice, they are speaking in a different manner. And once you know how they communicate, once you know how to listen, it is so easy to hear them and their guidance gets so clear. And this is the trick. They communicate via what you feel like you want to do or don't want to do. So, what you like and dislike. This is really your higher self, has a lot of impact on your body, and your body is what makes your emotions. So, they can make you feel like, yeah, I feel like doing this, or I don't feel like doing this. And this is really how they guide you, like, this is where you need to go. For example, if you have a job that you really hate, so every morning you're waking up like, I don't want to go to work. This is your higher self screaming, this is not the path. Don't do this job anymore. Quit this job and go do something else. So their voice is really clear in your dislike for your job, for example. But it can be smaller things as well. I mean, quitting your job is, of course, not so easy. There's all this fear and insecurity and expectations from society. But you don't have to immediately take these major steps. You can also start small, like when you're at a gathering with friends in a cafe or something, and you feel like going home. Again, you don't feel like staying anymore, you feel like leaving, but there's this social pressure of staying because everyone else is staying, so you do the same. But then you can say, haha, this is my higher self, my higher self guiding me via what I want to do. They know for some reason that I need to get enough sleep tonight because I need to dream or whatever. Your higher self has reasons for these things. So this is your higher self saying, time to go home. And instead of following social expectations, you follow the guidance from your higher self and you go home, you leave the party. And these are smaller steps to begin listening to your higher self, because making the major changes like doing a new job or buying a new house or something, those are the difficult things. But if you start smaller, it gets easier and easier to listen to your higher self. So, major takeaway is your higher self is talking to you. They are guiding you very clearly. Every minute of the day, they are with you. And so you know that when you are not listening to what you want to do, when you fill your days with things like, I don't feel like doing this, but I have to, then every time you're saying to your higher self, okay, thank you for the guidance, but no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go your way. So it's really important that you're free to do that. You're free to do whatever you want in this life. It's your life. You don't have to listen to your higher self. But just be aware that, be conscious that you are going against the advice that you're getting, and this is fine. This is your free will, but it is important to know that that is what you're doing, because when we do things that we don't feel like doing, and we think that we are being good people because that's what society told us, that this is how you need to live life. You need to do all the time things that you don't like. But instead of being good people, we're actually disregarding the advice we're getting from our higher self all the time. Every time that you're doing something that you really don't want to do. Another way to look at this is like we're playing this game, the Earth game, and we, the human avatars, are the pawns on the board game. So the little people, we can only see so much. We can only see the little squares around us. But our higher self, they can see the entire game. They can see the entire board. So they are constantly pushing us to go in a direction. For example, we're here now having this job that we hate, and 5 squares to the right, there is this perfect opportunity of doing what we like and making enough money. Your higher self can see this, so they're pushing you, like you, making you dislike this job, making you want to do something else. But we are in our little square, not seeing 5 squares ahead. So we think, oh no, I cannot quit my job because I have money coming in now. Okay, I hate it, but I need the money. But if you listen to your higher self and if you trust them, then this process gets so much easier if you trust that they can see 5 squares ahead and that they are pushing you in the right direction. Then it gets so much easier to listen to them. And you will learn is, as I said, by making the small moves on a daily basis, listening to what you want to do, and then you'll see that this is actually helping you. This is already bringing you in a much better direction. These small changes, and then you'll be prepared to make the bigger changes. And of course, one pitfall is that not all our likes and dislikes are coming from our higher self. Some are coming from our traumas, from past pains. For example, if you don't feel like going to a party tonight, this can be because of social anxiety, because in the past bad things happened at parties, or you're not a party people, or whatever. Maybe your higher self knows at this party you're going to meet someone, have opportunities, whatever, or you're going to learn something. So they want you to go to the party. So it feels like a part of you wants to go. This is your higher self. And another part doesn't want to go. And this is a trauma part, keeping you safe at home. So it is difficult at first to know which voice is the one from my higher self and which voice is the ego, is the trauma. Um, and to know the difference, it's tricky at first, and this is fine because we're allowed to make mistakes. But to know the difference is if you feel the passion. If you feel like, for example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, then you're so passionate about it and you really want it, and in your mind you can see the visions of yourself having successful movies or whatever. So if you have these visions, if you have this passion, then it's definitely coming from your higher self. And on the flip side of the passion is if you have a dislike for something, and if you really like, you get up in the morning full of disgust of, I don't want to go to work, I would rather be really sick than having to go to work, then this is clearly also coming from your higher self, because it's such an obvious sign. And contrary to the party where you have this feeling of, part of me wants to go, part of me doesn't want to go, don't know. that not wanting to go is not coming from your higher self, because it's not like, oh no, I really don't want to go, it's so obvious. Your higher self is always very obvious. They're not so subtle, their messages are clear. So they're the feeling that they give you of what you want and don't want are usually very intense, and that's how you know the difference. But again, you're allowed to make mistakes. If you listen to your higher self and you get it right a few times a day, this makes an enormous difference already. So I hope you will try this out. Your higher self is there. Don't think that they abandon you or that they're not talking to you. They're talking to you all the time. And now that you know how to listen, things will change for you. And your life is going towards those higher timelines. See you next time. Bye bye.